Yo, man, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Truth from Game Over, man. War is about to go on, but hey, we got a new tune to review. Epic Specialist Abraham. He is the blue, so we got second blue Abe, Hemorrhage Specialist. Let's take a look at him. As you can see, he's tough persona, which is blue. Now, what immediately jump off the page is this insane amount of attack stat. Now, let me remind you that anything above 800 on attack or defense is pretty good baseline, as well as 1100 HP. So now 962, that's crazy. However, his AR is military focus, 45 AP. Now, deals 300 damage to one enemy. This character, just him, he gets 145% attack and 100 crit. That's the highest in the game for 2 turns. Now, first of all, and he's a hemorrhage specialist, so the 100 crit, of course, it'll help out for walker missions, but it's mainly to promote the hemorrhage specialist. However, in our region, only the first place faction has guardians. We got 3 of them: Brianna, Darlene, and Blade Runner Rick. So this 100 crit will actually go well with the guardian specialist and the hemorrhage. So the only thing about hemorrhages is his bleed. Whenever he lands a critical hit, the enemy suffers from extreme bleeding. I wouldn't call 150 extreme bleeding. I think that this should start out at least 300 and then go up 150 after that. Whenever it lands a critical hit on an enemy. Now, I haven't had a hemorrhage specialist yet. I didn't go for that Maggie, so I'm not sure yet if this is, if he can land, 5 hits on, or let's say in reality 3 critical hits in one raid, and then all 3 of them have hemorrhage on them, bleeding on them. If that's the case, then I could see behind the shield, possibly behind the shield, even maybe with a shield and then a guardian as well, a good guardian, maybe like that Rick, that he could be useful, because with 721 defense and 1198, the 1198 is good. Anything over 1200, that's pretty much high. So a lot of HP there. And he does got a default here, so you could make a weapon that will give him defense, maybe additional attack, and hopefully you have a leader that gives a AP bonus, and that way you can give him maybe additional attack, more defense, and then give him a special. Maybe I wouldn't bother with like impair or anything like that. I would go with a special that gives additional defense, jack that defense up, and then he has very little weaknesses. But like overall, man, like overall, he's only good in very specific situations. So take a look at him, man. Yeah, he looks badass. There's a lot of people that just gonna pull him because he's tanky. You know what I mean? Got a little sidearm here, but I don't know why they give all the tunes knee pads. Like, what's that gonna help you in apocalypse? But you know what I mean, like elbow pads, or arm guards. But I don't see why they need knee pads. But yeah, man. Overall, even after his AR goes off, if you add like a weapon, maybe 35%, or let's say 30% attack, and then you throw on another special that gives them additional attacks. So let's say around 45, 50% additional attack on there and some defense. That AR should one kill anybody. Um, Now afterwards, after his AR goes off, he's gonna have 100 crit. Now think about this. He's gonna have 100 crit for 2 turns, and 145% attack. Now, at first glance, you look at him and you say, nothing special. But if you look closer, after he shoots off his AR, alright, he's gonna one hit pretty much a lot of things. Afterwards, with this extremely high amount of attack, and then you give him an attack weapon, put an attack bonus on it, he's gonna get 145% additional attack and 100 crit. So even when he's shooting regular shots after his AR, if he's still alive behind the shield, between the critical and 145% attack and the weapon and his stat, he should still be one shooting reds and doing massive damage to other tunes. So is he worth a mega? That's what I always try to answer with this. I would say yes, only under specific circumstances. If you have a shield, and if you're in the number one faction where you have a guardian to go with it, I would say yes. And furthermore, I'd be more confident of saying yes if you have a weapon for him already made for another tune, or you had the resources to go for that weapon. But if you don't have a shield and you don't have a guardian and a weapon that I described, I would say no. In that case, maybe a temple. But that's up to you guys. But there's a lot of tunes out there that heal. A lot of these red Eugenes that heal, but he would kill off that red Eugene pretty damn quick. So, like I said, under the right circumstances, he's worth a mega. But I would more go with a temple with him. I'm not gonna be pulling for him. I'm not too high on blues. They crumble too easy. But yeah, man, that's my review of the Epic Specialist there. Epic Specialist Abraham. Yeah, the ore fucking failed, man. Like the first time I used the polishing kit, it gave me a reflect. I reset it, did duct tape, and it gave me one of the worst specials. So I'm not gonna I'm just not sure if I'm gonna go ahead and debut the tune or not. But it's your boy Truth, and if you got the right the right resources, the shield and all that, I would say go for a mega. When you do go for a mega, you get 5-star tokens, 3 Rick's hats. There's nothing really great here, but good luck, man. Next tune that'll be out, I'll do a review for him as well.